Jam 8, gila. Malam Akbar Maulana. Ini beberapa abad ini nggak dilanjutin. Berapa 8? Oh, ini update yang tadi ya. Photo mode, kosmetik, haunted, Hogsmeade shop, quest. Oh, ini place yang ini ya, yang sebelumnya khusus PS itu kan. Lavender, Azkaban Prisoner, photo mode, Tranquil Reset, haunted, Hogsmeade, Hog quest. Environment. Itu luck with is canon. Gak paham. Onyx Hippogriff. Tadi penasaran tuh quest itu tuh yang khusus PS. Apa aku coba dulu ya sebelum main quest. Ini kah? Questnya mana ya? Halo kak, sapa dong penonton baru soalnya. Halo Mia Rahmiati. Bentar. Oh, di mana ya? Hogsmeade. Ada di Hogsmeade. Ini bukan ya? Apa ini? Mana? Western Beach di sini. Apa enggak ada? Masa? Mungkin belum nyampe nih. Seperti biasa udah agak lupa kontrolnya. Kok labu-labu gini ya?
Revelio.
Sini. Iya. Ada chest di balik. Udah makan, Kak? Udah tadi. Udah makan tadi.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Alhamdulillah.
Revelio.
Gue kebiasaan kering-kering mulu. Aku tuh mau push main quest. Tapi udah gitu kan. Oh itu mah teleport ya. Oke, agak dulu ya, Kak. Sama aja. Oh ya, katanya ada reset point talent. Oh bisa. Oke, ngapain reset? Udah bagus ini.
Handy resource indeed, your field.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seems sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm that he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Langsung cus. Mana? Tidak di-track. Find the location of the second keeper player. Di mana? Woi. kasih tahu dong. Gila, ini masih laguan. Masuk ke sini mapnya dong. Oh, di mana nih kusin? Oh, belum mungkin ya. Masih loading. Nah. Cepetan ya. Tunggu. Oh, sudah. Kok nggak update ya? New quest available. Pas nunggu-nunggu ya lama banget.
Revelio.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
What do you...
Kita akan
What are we in
jual.
the market for today?
Oh, boleh.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop?
Topi yang itu. Mana belum? Nah. Lavender bagusnya. Ah, bisa aja. Masih bagus yang ini.
Time.
Nice... What do...
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio.
Dan just hanya bangkit. Teleport.
Everyone in Upper Hog.
What's that?
Oh, nice of you to stop by. That's just the beginning.
Disarm pakai. Oh, ini.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Ah.
What was that? I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making... Hello? Well, you will regret coming here.
Mendel.
I will make you. Stop avoiding me.
kuat dikit nih tangannya bisa gelik-gelik melambai gitu kak tangannya. Gak bisa kan? Gambarnya cuma diam doang. Dan kalau lawannya bisa diubah jadi kodok, nggak bisa ya?
Revelio.
Any who oppose Ranrock.
Itu ada gituan. Yang ini nggak boleh ditinggalkan. Repot juga nih. Repot. Ya paling minta digambarin lagi. Modelnya diituin. Digambar. Halo.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Diganti.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction.
Up there. That's our way in.
Ya. Wingardium.
Body Leviosa.
Pas pak.
Revelio.
Iya.
One of the best
Aku
meals
nggak
I've
lihat.
ever eaten. If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country.
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the
child?
container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach of that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
Ini dekat nih. Gila.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle. Revelio.
Iya.
Any
Langsung
special
ketahuan
word you
dong.
want me to pass on to your mum?
No more happy days for you.
Slow pakai. Kayaknya gamenya lebih mengutamakan story. Ya iya dari awal.
Up for a bit of time, are we?
You think I'm impressed? What little game?
Release me! Might want to look up. I've had enough of this. You don't think you can sneak, do you? Expulso! Expulso!
This is not going well for you.
Stop that right now!
Ayo.
It shouldn't take them. Just wait till
Okay.
I come down.
No, don't. You weaken quickly.
Mana? Baginya.
Have you danced through a
Kok nggak bisa? Ruangan.
Release me! Finish me!
You're a bit dodgy with your Reductor! You'll regret that.
Nggak main. Gila, sejauh gitu.
You little brat!
Revelio. Revelio.
Eksklusif loh. Lumayan. Mana. Oh iya, tuh.
You disappoint. Let's see what you make of my music.
Yang tadi juga masih hidup.
Revelio.
Aku butuh healing. Apa itu? Curigakan.
Revelio.
sini. Sini. Turun. Waduh. Lah. Gimana? Turun. Turun. Bisa. Lah. Sama. Bisa terbang lagi. Gak bisa teleport lagi, aduh. Ya elah. Ya, kemana?
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all.
Mati
Run the other
dong.
way when they see me, humans do. Every
Bodo amat
time.
lah. Itu kemana dah? Jalannya
Goodness, not a party to attend by myself.
sini. Sini. Kok masuk sini ya? Tolong masuk ternyata.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Apa nih? Kenapa bos? Kenapa? Gila. Orang gila emang.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Ah, udah apa ya?
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Oh ini.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic, and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Dia punya musik magic. Magic dan
I would join you if I could. I shall await your
Siapa
arrival
lagi?
in the map chamber.
Material juga buat apa? Kalau ada masalah lain yang serius itu.
Revelio. Revelio.
Apa? Ada chest.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Gini. Sini apa? Sini. Oh, ini chest.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Apa nih?
Leviosa.
Trial. Eh, itu mana tuh?
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Panik juga. Tidak kebuka. Sini. Terus di sini gimana? Eh. Ini biji mana nih? Oh, sini. Gak bisa dong. How? What's this? Lah. Jadi pindah dong. Posisinya. Ini puyeng. Adalah. Puyeng. Kita siapkan dulu potion-potion. Apa nih? Damage cooldown. Damage cooldown ya? Mati langsung gila. Lagi. Oh ya, Cina. Ya. Itu doang.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Apa nih? Begitu caranya. Apa lagi nih? Oh, sudah. Invisible. Gimana? Harus ini ya, ada bisa. Astaga. Bukan. It's which one?
Very much near it for me to grab onto. Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Gak bisa. Udah hari kedua. Apa nih? Oh, nah.
possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway.
Begitu caranya.
Revelio.
Terus halo bang, Alvin. Apa itu? Wah, ini bau-bau yang besar-besar atau bukan? Ya betul. Aiku choshiu, cina-cina. Hilang. Switch mana? Buset. Live masuk shortku tadi. Oh gitu. Lah kok bisa masuk short? Aku kan nggak live biasa. Tadi bilang ini gimana? Rekomendasikan juga dari box aku bisa. Buset. Buset. Bisa spell dong. Macam-macam spell nih kayaknya. Ungu, kuning. Ada. Kamu diam. Apa sih itu api-api? Nice.
What a relief.
Bikin aku habis lagi.
Revelio.
Capek. Flashback lagi.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Coba kita.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep this second artifact safe, as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Tunggu questnya. New quest muncul. Nah, mana? Tanda tanya new questnya. Belum. Oh ya, aku boxing.
Of all the potions you've brewed.
With the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Set a claim. Lah, wait, makan dong. Woi, apa itu ini woi? lagi. Sudah apa ada ini? Oh udah. Sudah cukup. Questnya masih belum muncul kah? Ini Poppy, mana Poppy? Stay quest, oke. Waduh, Poppy mainnya kejauhan. Langsung terobos. Nah, teleport penting. BTW tembus ya sapunya kurapnya.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best-kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my Gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your Gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Kita lari lagi. This way, this way. Gila barang. Nggak banyak.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Yes.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
It can feed a beast, or it can...
Fits. Fitsnya nggak muncul. Fits. I need fits. Nggak bodoh, nggak ada fitsnya.
Someone's going to regret trespassing.
Loud as a troll you are.
Nggak ada fitsnya udah lah.
I've heard.
Hit the ranger with stupefy.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Kelamaan sih munculnya.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those
What?
dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Gotcha!
Tolong kepencet.
Ringo! I'm gonna do this.
Kan muncul terus. Kuat banget.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
I say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Who's that? Such arrogance.
Experience potatos apa lah itu? Malah collect duit. Tolong. Duit dulu yang ini. Inspect. Hai Kak Real. Duit dulu yang inspect.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Alohomora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Ambil. Astaga. Kalau makan apel.
Revelio.
That's a brilliant idea.
Careful! That robot one is dragging his cat!
Stop ya.
Shall we finish what it started?
I won't rest. Temptation does not belong in battle.
one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Stop right there. I'll check your pockets after you. Feisty little foliage. Island weed. Miserable weed. What the...
Is that the best you can do? Having buried all this. I think not. So gross.
Back to the grave.
You'll regret crossing my path.
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
Buka kuncinya kan emang di Akio.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
Ayo kasih dong Soren.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
ulang. Karena ada gini ya. Salah.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain you will finish in the field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Next guys. Visually asik mode. Ini dia.
Revelio.
Ini masih jajal kupu-kupu. Kayak di bawah nih.
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs. Revelio.
Oh ini. Cabut mana? Cabut. Cabut mana?
Revelio.
Mana dia? Capunya nggak ada ya udah.
Professor Weasley asked me to...
Looking for the book Intermediate...
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Famous.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Aduh, apa nih? Golden Snitch itu apa ya? Aku kurang paham Harry Potter sih. Game of Quidditch apa?
The Golden Snuggery.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the Golden Snidget. The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch, which potion is commonly referred...
Liquid luck. Oh, itu yang di awal tuh. Felix ya?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Mana saya tahu, woi.
Horcruxes.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beadle the Bard, which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Oh, ini ya berarti ya. Ini yang
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the true or false, Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Nah, Polyjuice itu
True. Actually, the answer, while Polyjuice... Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, and I won't be giving you any more easy questions either.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
kuis sama bocah lagi, data lagi penting.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Suruh Weasley malah kuis-kuisan, dasar bocah.
Revelio.
Kok masih kok capung? Gitu ya? Oh, di bawah capung. Dia capungnya tuh. Cari-cari dari berapa step. Oh, capung. Kayak gini ya.
Revelio.
Cari-cari capung. Jauhan ya.
Revelio.
Alohomora.
Revelio.
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say.
You have a new spell?
Yes. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done.
Yeah. Gede. Yeah.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Beautiful. Goodness.
settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
Can we meet at 3 broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially... Were your meetings with Professor Black's house?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can.
I see. It'll be the end of the year in no time. I'll provide a final assessment. Until then, well done. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration.
Rasa gitu.
Since our visit to Fel...
Di bawah tuh. Kita balik lagi. Kenapa lu?
But I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Kok keskip?
I remember our meet mentioning something.
Nah, speak to Amit. Mana Amit? Oh ini. Beliau murung.
Revelio.
Sini tu. Kaget. Sini ya. Nggak jauh. Delaynya lama.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course.
Langsung. Ambil ini aku tuh. Jauh cuy, aku mau teleport aja. Mana? Situ.
Would you mind helping a wizard in distress?
Pasti minta-minta. Kesini karena saya sempat minggu 3 tahun yang lalu. Waduh, mau emang.
Let's have a look, shall we? So nice of you to stop by.
Gini ya, Mas. Ya elah.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Nantilah. Nggak bisa terbang dong. Teleport. Unlock dulu.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Aku mau naik yang atas. Bodoh. Depulso.
Not quite.
Right. Don't forget. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Oh, is it?
We're being watched. a door.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
What was that?
Tomada. Situ. Kamu dulu.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. What? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Somebody there? Hello?
Assassin. Bodoh yang tadi punya assassin.
What's that? Who's there?
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Can't handle a little altercation.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
What's an entanglement we need right now?
Ini doang. Ini gitu ya. Launch a transformed enemy with the pulsar. Ditransform dulu ya.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet. I could.
Gak bisa nge-aim ya. Gak bisa nge-aim dong. Gak bisa nge-aim. Go.
Who is it? An intruder!
Transform. Oh, kayak gitu. Salah. Kepencet. Aduh. Gini.
Bury you in the deepest spot.
That should be the last of them I meet.
Iwan dulu pasti. Gak ada.
Yes, of course. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Actually, the mine. Tapi ada chest. Oh.
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Belum lihat bahwa
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do you? I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
betul.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
Iya.
A welcome sight indeed.
Puter doang.
Can we please...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Merlin nih menggoda nih tidak.
Rebellion.
Mana? Ini. Pasti itu. Semua situ kan?
This looks intriguing.
Cepat. Lah. Oi. Oh, gitu ya? No. Tolong bola. Astaga. Ya elah, naik. Terus. Nah.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Ya menggoda itu. Deket banget. Langsung mari. Wes. Sebastian. Jauh banget Sebastian mainnya. Mainnya kejauhan.
Always said that travel broadens the mind.
Tunggu. Rupanya aku ada yang kuning-kuning ya. Gak usah.
My sincerest gratitude, you brave soul. Thank you for passing through.
Ghostbuster ini yang ini. Yang adeknya yang penyakitan pengen sembuhin pakai dark magic.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Who's that there? Someone there.
What does they tell us?
Oh, memang betul ya. Woi.
Aha!
Yeah.
There you are!
Ini lagi.
Oh, little moon far from home, eh? A mist!
Revelio.
Over here!
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Pencet dong.
Have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
You're making this too easy.
Kayaknya bagus deh spell. Wah, ganti main ya.
I should have been. This doesn't hurt. What's the point of this exactly? Put me on the ground now!
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
I'll show you.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Ganti.
You haven't had mushroom stew like
Kok kesana sih? Tadi sih.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for a spider to prey on.
Not your best moment, I fear.
I will make you.
Oh, you're still.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Mana? Mana chest di bawah dong. Oh, bisa jadi ya.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs.
No.
Fangs. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Ya. Tadi apa lagi? Oh, bener nih. Transforming bagus juga ya. Begitu.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
Incendio.
Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Aku baca di jidau dong. Kayaknya bisa bagus.
Still not seen a single rune.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Hello.
Not quiet enough. No! I will make you. Rather unwise coming back this way. Just you wait till I'm on solid ground.
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
nggak bisa.
We certainly cleared the room.
Don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with a rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Wingardium Leviosa.
Apa ini?
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Nggak bisa ya.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune things.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Berapa dah? Tiga doang atau 4? Iya. Apa ini ya?
These runes must be connected somehow. Try casting at them more quickly.
Tiga atau satu sih? 1, 2, 3. Apa di sini ya?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Incendio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, tiga doang.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
Sebastian, I think I found something.
Hopefully it will help us
canvas
unravel more of this mystery. Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all.
Ngobrolnya bareng-bareng.
Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Magic passageway. How? Masuk ke bongkahan es.
And now for the moment of truth.
Lah,
It has to fit.
tembus dong sini.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Masih orang.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Selama ini kita bestian sama Sebastian. Kasih tau ya. Kasih tau
A
lah.
friendly goblin. He
Bestian.
wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Next lagi. Apa udah? Oi, main quest yang mana woi?
I hope Professor Fitz...
Third, okay. Apa spell dulu ya? Bisa. Spell. Nantilah. Lagi baper nih. Sebastiannya nanti aja.
My next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last.
Lagi baper. Rasis dong.
It's a relief to finally have an arm.
My favorite.
Jauh amat bos.
On another adventure, are we?
Dapat yang mana? Yang ini dong. Yang di bawahnya. Jauh-jauh. Ada yang keempat.
Welcome back.
Speak.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at...
They are. I fear. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. and I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away. Good.
Okay.
I shall meet you in my portrait there.
Terus diam-diam katanya tuh. Juga kepala sekolah ya. Itu yang itu mana map? Map muncul lah. Quest, new quest. New quest. Mana?
What to do?
Fig mana?
Now here's Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Berubah. Widih. Gila.
How do you feel?
Pengen ada polyjuice.
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Tapi gitu kelihatannya nggak berwibawa. Bisa jalan ya, jalan. Jalan dulu ya, jangan lari. Nggak bisa jalan tuh. Lagi.
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
Yeah.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better. I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment.
I heard the headmaster approaching.
Oh, begitu ya. Aku nggak terima.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Nantangin ya, ya. Ini malah jangan-jangan nantangin ya. Siapa ya? Mau tak laporin nih. Silakan itu.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Oh no, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ini mah ngasih tahu secretnya apa ya?
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may,
I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle. Alohomora.
Jauh. Dikasih.
Revelio.
Kayaknya ada kebiasaan. Kayaknya kan yang kekunci itu.
Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos. Revelio.
Gimana?
Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Gila. Level 3 lagi.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Masuk dong.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
full still.
I see. A staircase straight ahead. A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Oh, not
I can't stand this much longer. I need to get out of here.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way but more danger. Must be another way to find you.
Well,
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them. Closed up. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
tapi keren aja gitu style.
Now's my chance. That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Apa aja invisible?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far. but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Bisa ini. Udah. Cuma itu. Spell bitches. Duel kan sini. Tinggal si spell.
for me.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
She's gone.
Dear sweet.
We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable,
wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Vaksin.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
Hah? First itu ya?
It is, and I have.
But
Berarti ada yang second
you
ada?
are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
Disturbing.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Weird that oh, main proses 9/14. Jadi 5 lagi dong. Sekarang udah jam 11 berarti apa 1 part lagi keluar ya? Besok apa next?
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Minta maaf lu, dibilang friendly goblin. Kasih tahu malah ngambek, malah rasis. Makan tuh. Maaf. Masih butuh bantuan ternyata ujung-ujungnya.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Equipment yang bagus, nomorun dong, yang ini yang bagus. Wah, biru. Naik dikit. bisa? Kepencet dong. Sana yun. Emang ada akhir ya? Pesan botak deh, nggak ada akhir sama sekali. Dunia magic dong, dunia penuh kejutan. Ambil. Sudah. Cek quest 4, kok quest 4 ya? Oh mungkin yang terakhir satu doang. Ini apa dia? Profesor, oh. Harus ini dulu ya. Acquire a declical in the knapsack. Meet Sebastian. Mana Sebastian? Oh ini. Bukan, apa ini ya? Outside prison. Oh sama ya? Atau beda? Sama deh. Purchase a blue upgrade from army. Oh, bisa upgrade sekarang. Apa upgrade tuh ya? Biar makin cepat. Ya. Gimana?
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
You know me well. I feel like Miss Reyes is running a time, However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right. I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Dah. Ini apa lagi? Makin banyak ya. Wes. Oh, kayaknya ini dulu deh. Ini digembok harus ini dulu. Dulu deh. Biar next stream langsung cus. Apa pakai cepet ya? Gue gak tau bedanya nih. Oh, nangkap ini ya.
This could Assignment's finished. Incendio!
Airborne. Ya hilang, ya hilang. Mana lagi kalau
Rebellion.
udah ada doang. Oh, udah. Attain this class, oke. Hey Hawksmith. Hogwarts tuh. Astaga, woi. Zoom, astaga. Zoom. Nah, ini titik ini, aduh. Oh, betul. Siang, gila, ajaib. Langsung siang.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we?
Kayak menarik nih. Ganti apa ya? Ini.
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
On the pumpkin.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Bombada! Incendio! Bombada!
Udah. Oke, sudah. Waktunya udahan dulu. Berarti ini udah ya? Bisa quest nih. Nah, bisa nih. Berarti next ini nih. Save dulu. Baru save. Udah jam setengah 12, gila. Enggak, tadi update lama banget. Keren udah kan di dunia pensil. Lalu. Bye bye. Mau makan es krim dulu. Tadi beli es krim